So you've taken my advice. You've went for it. You've put a book out. You painted a picture. You did something. Started a company. Made a movie, and you got it out. And it's a big accomplishment. And your real friends and family are, telling you how great it is and how awesome it is. You're feeling really good about yourself. You wake up one morning, you check your reviews, or you look at in my case, IMDb, and you see 1 stars flying all over the place. Or a bad review comes on some site, and you can't believe it. They're attacking you. That's how you take it. The first time this happened to me, it was devastating. When I first put a book out, I mean, somebody usually they're cowards, and there's no names. A lot of these star ratings that you get, no one stands behind it. It's like when you're in a car and people scream at you, through the, because you cut them off, or if you bumped into them walking on the street, nobody would ever talk to you that way. But because you're in a car, same thing with this. They hide behind crazy little names. You don't know who they really are, and they 1 star, you suck, and that's their whole life. You have to realize, first of all, you have to let that go. They're meaningless people. They don't understand what it takes to do anything. Even the worst products, even the worst movies in my case that I see, I would never. An independent guy would never say, if I don't like something, you don't say anything. But these people, there's people out there that are going to do it. Their whole life is about, all that they have to their name is a bad review. This is what they live for. They live for to put you down, to tell you that you suck. And your first instinct will be hurt. I don't, it doesn't bother me anymore. Not like it used to. I mean, of course you don't want someone to tear you apart. But you have to realize one thing. These people have nothing. They've never done anything. They've never accomplished anything. They are pure negativity, worthless. They're worthless. Most of which are couldn't understand what you were trying to put out. Don't have the intellect to understand true art. You have to just do what's in your heart, do what's in your head, and don't seek for criticism. Don't be on a Facebook group and say, "Hey, everybody, here's my film. Tell me what you think." Never, because there are people out there who will tell you. You have to deal with the people who are jealous, so they want to put it down. You have the people that are angry at you personally because they wanted to be a part of it and you didn't let them. It could be people that that you went to school with 30 years ago. You don't know where these 1 stars are flying through. Maybe it's a current problem. Maybe it's a peer that they want their movie to be out. They want their book to be out. And if yours is out, 1 star, it sucks. What can be a 1 star when you really think about it? I mean, my latest thing to hit that's coming out, it's either you hate it or you love it. It was these people who are knocking it don't understand it, and that's fine. But, to put down performances the performances were amazing. I mean, if you don't like the style of how it was, all right, maybe you don't put anything, or maybe you say, hey, it's 5 out of 10 or whatever. 1 star? No, that is a person who is worthless. For example, oh, by the way, so my movie sucks so bad that it's been pirated, And on this one site, it's been downloaded 6,000 times in 3 days. It sucks so bad. But I wanted to share this with you because if you make films, this is going to happen to you, and I want you to be prepared for it, and I want you to listen to me and realize it's all bullshit and it doesn't matter. Here's one. There's this one site. It's called YTS. It's a pirated site. They rip off the movie, and then they download it to all their people who, get to these questionable websites. Anyway, the one guy said, "Oh, well, this movie looks like it was made for $2.99." Well, actually, it looks the way it does on purpose. Creative intent. Not that you would understand what that word means. But you know what? Now that you mention it, maybe if you didn't rip off artists and pirate movies to spread through the internet, maybe we can make a dime. Maybe the problem is you. Maybe the problem is that you rip off artists so they can't make any money. Therefore, they have no money to put into their movies. Now, the other one I saw, which was, I love this guy. And they always hide behind, these are cowards. This guy was called Rock Dude 27. All right, now check out this guy, Deadborn. Now listen to what he says. Took a little bit of effort to find a trailer on YouTube, so after watching the trailer, I honestly have no words on how amazing this movie trailer is. I have not laughed so hard in my life, really, and that's saying something. I can only assume they did not really intend for this to be a real movie, but somehow accidentally clicked on a public video opposed to a private video, and there we are. Would I recommend this? Hell no, thank you, Freeman. Freeman is the guy that runs the site, by the way. For the upload, I appreciate all the work you do. Now here's what's funny. He's appreciating the work of the guy that's ripping me off. That guy's all right, but the guy that put the movie out spent his money and showcased superior talent, of which he couldn't even be in the same room with. He puts that down. And by the way, the movie's not on YouTube, so I don't know what he saw. Maybe some clip. I don't know. But these are some examples that, and the movie's been pirated so far. 1, 2, 3, 4. The HID 23. The movie download free. 4. Now here's one. WW7 HD Hub 4U.city. This is what they do. They put up these torrent sites illegally, and they acquired a movie and they upload it on their computer that they keep in their basement, and all their people who are criminals, by the way, they're criminals. You know that sign when you get a movie and it says, if you take this, FBI 5 years imprisonment. That's what they're doing. So this is a crime. It's a federal crime. So I'm on, what did I say? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, I'm sorry, 4. 4 torrent sites on this first page. I'm not going to dive any further into it. 4 different torrent sites, which are illegal, and the stats on the one said it was downloaded 6,000 times. So I make nothing from this. And then they have the gall to put it down. I called them out. I had a person that, if they do put their names, if they have the balls to put their names, like when I had my book, and I take their name and I make them a character into my next film. That's how I get back to them. I put their name right in the book or right in the next movie as a character that meets a untimely demise. That's how you have to handle it. You have to realize that as much as your instinct is to be, oh my God, that's horrible, I feel horrible, you have to say, ah, they're worthless. They're worthless people. I just had someone put a comment on. That's why I love YouTube, because you just delete the comments. They put a comment on, and I should have. I made the mistake of removing the comment before I can research them. I usually research the people who bash me over the head, and like there was a couple bad comments last week on the trailer on YouTube, or they talked about the movie, how they said it wasn't scary, and all this, they missed the point. But anyway, it always is the same thing. They have no content, they have no videos, they have no resume, they have nothing, because they are nothing. This is what all these people have, you have to realize, are 1 star, 1 star. They just go out seeking that. So you just have to, I always tell people, especially when I see them in these groups and they ask for someone to criticize or say, what do you think of my movie? And I always say the same thing. If you love it, then it's perfect. Do it for you first. Don't do something for the industry or what you think the audience wants. That's not art. That's a job. Do what you want. Don't, if you think it's good, then it's perfect. And that's how I live. I'm not going to worry about what somebody wants. I'm not going to say, oh, I had a comment on the trailer or on the thumbnail, and I replied it before I can find out, do the investigation on the guy. But it was like, oh, I found this, and you should get a graphic designer next time. This is embarrassing. The thumbnail was embarrassing. Okay, so apparently you're a graphic designer and you're pissed off that I didn't hire you, and I use Canva and AI to create, a thumbnail. Yeah, okay. What am I going to do? This is low budget. I can't afford to pay a graphic. My point is, this doesn't matter. I don't care that I can't afford to pay a graphic designer to do a thumbnail or to rent this or do this to get the image, to get the film that you're used to seeing. What these people don't understand is they don't have the brain power to comprehend what I was trying to do artistically. And that's fine. I didn't do it for them. I suppose that this, what was it, Harry guy, number 50 or whatever his name was, I guess if I did a movie, with a wet T-shirt running around in the woods and a couple of toilet scenes and maybe somebody getting their eye poked out in a throw-up scene, then he would think it was great and shoot it all in the red. Maybe he would have thought it was great. No story, just as long as you hit those points, that's all they want. Well, I'm not, that's not what this was about. I'm going to go to in-depth thing about the HID, why it was shot that way, what it's about. What is it intended to be? I knew I was going to get banged over the head for it. I mean, I knew it. But the audience that's going to appreciate it, that's going to see the little Easter eggs throughout the movie, are going to investigate the true story about it and get into the depth of what is being said instead of the lack of a toilet scene or a wet T-shirt or somebody throwing up or getting an ice pick in their eye. Those are the people that I want to be my audience. I'm searching. I hope that audience that's the audience I'm searching for, and I hope that audience finds me. I want to give you something that you can sink your teeth into, that you can think about, that you can think about later, that you want to watch twice, or maybe I missed this or I missed that. And I'm doing the best way I can with the budget I have to tell those stories. And I get the high performance actors that can really do it, and so sorry. I mean, that's not going to change, and that's just all there is to it. The performances, they're not a 1-star performance. I'm sorry. I mean, There's so much garbage out there that you know, you can find garbage if you want it. But whatever you're doing is not. If you're going to try to do something, I want you to be prepared for it. I want you to know that after the accolades of your family and your friends, after that dies down, there are people out there, the trolls, the slugs of the creative world, whether it be frustrated artists, typically not. They can be harsh. They could be like, "Oh, that's the rule. You can't do it like that." Yes, but from what I have found, is typically the nastiest reviewers or comments you're going to get are from slugs. They're not from people that understand anything. They have nothing. They are nothing. They've done nothing in their lives, and they're bitter because of it. So if they see anybody else doing what they want to do, if they see anybody else trying to succeed or trying to fulfill their dreams, they want to shoot it down. They will do anything to say you suck, to diminish you. And I want you to be ready for it. And I want you to delete the comments. I want you to turn your head away from them and keep going on to the next project. And if you need a good review, contact me. I'll review your stuff. I'll give you positive remarks. That's how we should be doing this independent, low-budget world of artists. We should be helping each other. We should all be promoting each other. I'm not saying you have to like it, but I would never say something because I didn't get it. You know, there's plenty of movies. We know the movies that are out there that you're like, what? Maybe I didn't get his vision. Does it suck? I mean, come on. I mean, not everything's going to be a Sony Pictures, Marvel Comics, $600 million movie, which 80% of them suck. But, so support your independent artist, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you want to do. Don't let any negativity stop you, because it's coming. You understand? It's coming. But I've been through it, and you get used to it, and just laugh. Realize that these people are nothing more than slugs who have nothing, who will never be anything like you. So, drop me a line, send me a comment, tell me about what you're doing. I'm going to thumbs up it all the way. That's what we should be doing. Don't give up. Keep going. And that's it. I'll see you next time.